Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining, and good afternoon to people who are on the East Coast, and it's already afternoon. Hello, hello, and thank you for joining. Hello, Johnny, Cajun Roots. Thank you for joining. Perlini.
Hello,
Oh,
Johnny.
and I did a rookie move. I don't know what is going on with my YouTube. Tommy hasn't gotten a notification yet. Okay. So I'm just going to wait a few more minutes for more people to come in to share what's going on and give the update. But hello, Perlini. Welcome, welcome. Let me get back up here. Rebecca, hello, hello. Them flipping rooters. Hello, Nady Pie. Welcome, welcome. I hope I said that right. I have heard it, but sometimes it doesn't always come out the same way. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hello, Willow. Welcome, welcome. Jenny's, I am working and lurking, getting packages, packing orders ready to go out today. Cool, cool. Hey, Tommy 2.0, even though he's on the other side of the monitor. So he will probably jump in. Like you'll probably hear his voice if I stumble. It's kind of weird, the situation that's going on with my health. So, oh, cool. I said it right. Yay. I'm so happy. I get excited when I say things right. Johnny says, hello, what's up, Tommy 2.0? LOL at the bargain effect.
So,
Let me know if you can hear him or not. Sometimes people can hear him in the background and other times they can't. So I did do a rookie move, which is kind of crazy. I got to refresh my YouTube real quick and hopefully it doesn't unmute again. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, let me tell you, it's been a crazy week. Very crazy week. And I did give an update last week on what was going on as of last week. And then yesterday I had the meeting with the surgeon and it's been. Hi, Dwayne. Yes, I am live. Thank you, Rebecca. She says, I got you, girl. It's a little unnerving. I'm happy with what's gonna happen. But at the same time, still a little scared to see exactly what's going on. So we have 9 people, so I'll just start. So next Tuesday, the 29th. Hi, James. Welcome, welcome. Next Tuesday, I have surgery, the 29th. I have to go and get a physical this week. I do have to get the COVID test. Oops. And I guess that's just routine with surgery. They actually found, as of right now, they have found 3 hernias, and it stems back to when my spleen ruptured and they had to do the emergency surgery. I have the hernias around the surgical site that for the spleen, and they the doctor was explaining to me that it happens. About 10% of people who have the length of scar that I have. Hi, Purple Tube. Welcome, welcome. About 10% of people get hernias from them. And so I've talked to a couple people already, and they've been awesome. You know, they have gone through it, and I know it's an easier, as the doctor said, it was a cleaner surgery. And I tried to ask what that meant, but I was so confused as what was going on. And so I was just still trying to process everything. Willow said I had 4 huge hernia repairs after my gallbladder surgery. Oh, wow. So you know what uh, the hernia surgery repair is all about then. Um, I literally had to call my besties, which is Rebecca, then Flippin' Crooters, and Mel, Castlevania Reseller. I had to call them. I called Tommy first and filled him in on what was going on, and then I called them and filled them in on what's going on. And Rebecca, she is so amazing. I jokingly said in the chat after we got off the phone, I jokingly, said, "Oh, you guys want to come watch the kids?" And without skipping a beat, she said yes. And I was like, "Really?" I was kidding, but she wasn't. And I'm very blessed to have friends like Mel and Rebecca. Rebecca's only 6 hours away from me, and she's willing to come here and spend time with me and watch the kids so that I can have this surgery. They said that the surgeon said he's worried because the one hernia is really big. Okay, let's see. Willow says basically what he meant by that, Destiny, is that the surgery doesn't have the emergency factor, the presence of infection, etc. The day after my surgery, I was out at yard sales. So that's I'll get into that. So he is concerned because one of the hernias is really big and it's getting bigger by the day. And so they scheduled me as soon as he could to get seen or to have the surgery. But he's concerned that I have throughout the whole incision, and now it's over 12 inches long, over a foot long scar from my spleen. And he's worried and concerned that there are smaller hernias that did not show up on the CAT scan. 3 of them did show up, but he's very concerned that there might be more. So they may actually have to reopen my scar from my spleen. And they won't know until they do the surgery. The exact surgery that I'm having, they wrote it down for me, or they printed everything out for me, is called a incisional hernia repair with mesh and abdominal wall reconstruction. They are going to keep me overnight. And possibly I will be in the hospital for a few days more after that, depending. They're concerned about infection because I don't have a spleen, so it's hard for my body to fight infection. And if I do end up with an infection, they'll have to go in and remove the mesh immediately. Yeah, he said it was like a plastic type mesh. It's not the one that's been recalled. And so at this point, it's scary for me mentally, but at the same time, it's reassuring mentally, if that makes any sense. Dwayne says, gonna patch you up like fiberglass. Well, Tommy told me when I called him immediately after we got the information, my mom went with me. And so Tommy said, "Oh, well, we have screen here. Can't you just use that?" And I was like, "Really, Tommy? Really?" But it made me laugh. So it was pretty funny. Yes, my scar was reopened as well and enlarged by a little over an inch. And that's the thing. The one that I have, the big one, which I will show. Give me a second to pull up my Facebook here. And of course, All right, here we go. I sent it to my dear friend Dwayne. A picture of it because I didn't like it was so crazy. So excuse my scar and the way my stomach looks, but this right here is the whole hernia, and it also goes down more. This is huge, he said. And so it it's not fun. It's not comfortable. It's very uncomfortable. The pain is getting worse. It's hard to get comfortable. They're having you stay at the hospital so they can monitor and make sure you don't have issues with the mesh. They are just, yes, and that's what he said. I'm looking at 24 hours in the hospital at least. That's the minimum, and up to a few days. So it's mentally it's stressful, and mentally it's stress relief. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's, I guess I have a peace of mind that I know exactly that I'm going to be in really good hands with the surgeon, and he didn't make me feel like some doctors I've had. He didn't make me feel that it was all in my head, that because when he started pushing on it, he was trying to push it back in to see if there was a possibility of being able just to push it back in and putting a belt on, and I almost passed out from the pain. My mom, who has RA, gave me her hand and told me to squeeze her hand if it hurt. Now, I love my mom, and my mom is always there for me. I couldn't do that for her. I couldn't do that to her at all. And so I just was breathing through it and cried. But I had to close my eyes, and I did. I got really dizzy and I thought I was going to pass out from the pain. It wasn't exact. I was honestly hoping that when I got the CAT scan, that it was something completely different. A hernia was not even in my mind. And so it's definitely going to be interesting. So I'm hoping and praying that they don't have to go all the way, open up the incision that I had before. But he said there's a very high chance that they're going to have to reopen the whole thing. Now, what's good about it is they're not going to go as deep as they had to with my spleen, which I'm very thankful for, because that pain was crazy afterwards. This pain, he said, it's going to be intense. He's like, but it's not going to be as intense as the spleen surgery. And I was very thankful that he explained it to me that way. And then he was telling me too, he's like, because I read about hernias after they told me what was going on, and I was like, okay, I get it. But the way he explained it was that, say you're inside of a room, okay, there's a room, and you have an opening for a door. What's happening is everything that's inside that room is being pushed out into that little hole, or your door opening. Okay. And then what they do is they install an actual door to prevent anything from going outside anymore. I think I explained that right. See, I wish my mom was here to help, because she was in the room with me. I do have a lot of nausea. I have the pain. And so, it sucks. I've been on nausea meds since my spleen, shortly after my spleen. And so it'll be nice not to have to take those anymore or have the nausea anymore. Rebecca says, kids will be in good hands, so Tommy can be with you. And I appreciate it, Rebecca. You have no idea how much I appreciate you and Mel and everything you guys have been, everything that you have done for me. And I'm hoping if everything goes well, Mel and Rebecca will be here with me as of the 5th of October. Or, yeah, the 5th of October. And so they'll be here for a few days, up to a week. And I'm so excited. I'm hoping that everything goes well and we can do that. So I'm nervous, and I don't know why I'm nervous sharing with you guys, because each one of you who are in my chat right now have been a major part of everything that I've been through since my spleen, and I love you guys for that. There's some things I talk to you guys about that it's hard for me to talk to Tommy about, and I talk to Tommy about a lot of stuff.
I still hear about it though, because I can watch the lives.
Yeah, he still hears about it because he watches them, or he's in the room when I'm doing them. Exactly, Rebecca. Exactly. To keep your insides in, so to speak. Exactly. Willa says, yep, this is just to repair your tummy wall. The only thing they will need to do inside is put your runaway organs back inside that have leaked out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's a really good way to put it, too. Dwayne says your insides just want to come out and say hi. I know, right? That's just wrong. And what was really cool too, real quick, about the doctor was he was asking me about my surgeries. So I was going down the list of surgeries I had, and he stopped me in the middle and looked at me and said, okay, let me rephrase this question. How many organs do you still have? And I just busted out laughing. But he was cool. He was picking on me, and I like doctors that are, very down to earth and willing to, put a smile on your face and be there and listen to you. And that's why I love Marshfield so much. That's where I'm going, Marshfield Hospital in Marshfield, Wisconsin. And hey, D90, welcome. And so that's an hour and I think 20 minutes away from home for me and for us. And so it was so strange. And I don't know if you guys watched the first part, but so I've been dealing with trying to figure out what's going on for over a year and a half since my spleen. But it got to the point where the pain was just too much. And so I had to go in. The doctor last month, and she tried getting me into the hospital here to get the CAT scan done. Well, my insurance was like, no way, not happening. And so when she was telling me that, I was like, oh, so I'm not going to get to find out what's going on. And then the nurse tells me they want you to go through Marshfield. I'm like, okay, I love Marshfield. That's where my kidneys doctor is. And Tommy's had all his doctors there. And I love the Marshfield clinics and hospital. They're just phenomenal. It's where I had my sinus surgery last year. That's where I went when the cat scratched my cornea last year. Last year was a bad year for me. It was a horrible year. And so within less than a week, so Wednesday I went for the CAT scan. I had the results Thursday. Friday, they had me scheduled for the surgeon by Monday, and so not even a week, not counting the weekend. And so within 2 weeks of, finally, going from step one to the surgery, it was fast. It was fast. I did get my vision back, Rebecca. I did. It's every once in a while it gets dry and it's annoying, but for the most part, I did get my vision back. And once in a while, eye drops are still needed, but I can see. And my prescription changed for my glasses. And so, hey, JRKR. So JRKR, we won't be in Appleton for a little bit, dear, until I'm fully healed from my surgery on the 29th.
Stop saying no.
Yes, I am saying thank you. Tommy did the check-in thing with me. So as soon as I'm able to travel and get through all these doctor's appointments afterwards, then we will be heading to Appleton. But as of right now, we have to put that on pause. And so thank you, JRKR. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. And thank you so much for being here and being awesome. Being awesome. So I'm trying not to say again. I'm horrible with that. I'm getting better, but when I'm trying to make sure that I cover everything and not forget anything, it really kicks in. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else. So I covered the surgery, covered the hernias. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I think. If I forgot something, I'll let you know. But so yeah, it's at least 24 hours, if not longer, for hospital stay to monitor. It's a common surgery from what... Hi, Eric. How you doing, dear? Welcome, welcome. It's a common surgery. And so I think maybe that's why mentally I'm not as scared as I was when the whole spleen thing happened. But everything, everything is stemming from when my spleen ruptured last year. And it takes a lot to line up all them thoughts in that red head. You're allowed an now and then. I say it a lot though, Dwayne. I say it a lot. And so I always have to be reminded, hey, don't say that. So I usually have a little sticker up saying don't use but when we rearranged everything a long time ago, I lost it and I should put it back up. So, it's a common surgery. So I think mentally that's why I'm not as stressed out as I was last year. And yeah, exactly. And that's what he said, that it's not going to be nearly as dramatic. It's a common repair that happens fairly often. Yeah. And he was all like, you don't have to worry. Only 1 in 10,000 people die from, being on the operating table, but that's from anything and everything that's out there. And I was sitting here thinking, yeah, I told him, I said, I had a 1% chance of walking out of the hospital, and here I am. I'm like, so I know that if I can make it through my spleen rupturing like it did, I will make it through this, no problem. I have faith in that. So it's crazy, very crazy. And I'm just waiting for the doctor's office to call and let me know when I am supposed to go get my physical for the surgery. And then the day before I go in and get tested for COVID and then have the surgery. Because I guess they have to do it the day before your surgery because the results only last for 72 hours, up to 72 hours. So I am excited. I am nervous. I'm a roller coaster ride. And I want to thank everybody who's on this roller coaster ride with me, because I know I couldn't do it without any of y'all. I would be so frazzled more than I am. I think that's a good way to put it, right?
Yeah, I like the word frazzled.
You like the word frazzled? Okay. Tommy likes the word frazzled. I know I will be, and that's, the benefit of having a good team. the doctor's actually getting, because he doesn't know exactly how they closed me up. I guess there's like different ways to do that. So he needs to know exactly which way they closed my incision for my spleen. And that will also help determine how he goes in and looks around and repairs and gets everything done. So Dwayne, woohoo, hands up, going down the coaster hill. Nice. Nady Pie says, I'll be sending positive prayer vibes your way for successful surgery and quick healing. Thank you so much. And that's when he's suspecting that a few of the stitches or the staples that I had last year, because I had over 30 some staples, he thinks that could be where the little hernias are. And so, but because they're so small yet, he's just going to check everything out. And if I do end up with my scar being reopened, I think I'm going to be able to handle it a lot better this time around than the first time around. I mean, I still struggle with that, but not as much as this time around, because they're going to, hopefully all the pain will be gone by when this is all said and done, because I know it's very uncomfortable. Sleeping stinks. I can't get comfortable. And if I lay where the hernia is, yeah, it's not fun. And so I'm happy and scared all at the same time. Yep, they will. Willow said, yep, they will get the post-op report and find out whatever details they need to know to help guide them. Yeah, and that's what he was saying. And so it was a relief. I still got to go down and get that whole report. I wanted a copy for my notes or for my health file, since that was a really big thing. And I don't know. It's been crazy for sure. The roller coaster ride ain't over yet, so I know I just got to buckle up and enjoy the ride while I can. And then once the roller coaster ride is over, I can say I did it, if that makes any sense at all. But again, I want to thank everybody here that has, joined me for the update. Thank you to everybody who's going to rewatch later. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Much love to you. I'm going to sign off. Two Hip Chicks is supposed to be on right now, and I'm going to try to head over there and say hi to them. Dwayne, hold on. I got to wait for StreamYard to pop that up. So Dwayne says, more importantly, when you coming down to see me? Tommy? That's a Tommy question. He usually does all the planning.
We're going to see how fast you heal. It's probably going to be during colder months. No, I don't know. I want it to be sooner than later.
Tommy wants it to be sooner or later, but we got to see how fast. Later. Sooner than later. Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. Okay. He wants it to be sooner than later, to come down and see you, Dwayne. And we just have to see how fast I heal. So we have a couple of trips that we want to do. We just have to see how we can do it at this point. And I'll definitely have, I don't know how great my laptop's going to be, but I'll have a laptop with me so that I can go live. And if I'm staying more than a few days, that way I can go live with you guys and fill you in on what's going on and all that. So Willow says, Destiny, if you have any questions or need a better understanding, you are more than welcome to contact me. I'll do all I can to help you. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate it. I really do. You know, sometimes I get confused with some of this medical stuff, and the doctors and the nurses and the people involved in the Marshfield Clinic system, they break it down in layman's terms for people, and I think that's another reason why I love that place so much. They have so many clinics now, and they should have more. And I'm hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that they put one in our town, because that would be so easy, so nice to have it in our town instead of having to travel a half hour, 45 minutes to see my doctor, and then travel an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half to the main hospital. But let me tell you, it's worth it. And I don't mind the drive. It's a beautiful drive. And the doctors and stuff are just, they're amazing. I can't speak highly enough about them. And, you know, the thing is my mom and I were talking, and she's like, I hope you don't blame the doctors that did your surgery last year. And I'm like, absolutely not. I will always be grateful to them, and they will always have a special spot in my heart because they saved my life. They may not be in the Marshfield Clinic system, but they were there when I needed them, and they saved my life. And I will always be grateful. And I do run into one of the doctors every once in a while, and he remembers me as the spleen girl. I'm like, I have a name, but I guess being known as the spleen girl is pretty good, because, you know, sometimes when doctors are, you know, have so many patients, you know, they don't always remember every single one by name. So I feel pretty honored that, I guess I could say I'm pretty honored that they remember me as the spleen girl. And I was the only one that they've ever had to do that surgery on as of now. And I think they did a phenomenal job. I really do. And the whole hospital knew about me. I get pushed around in the wheelchair, and people would wave and smile. And I was like talking to my nurse one day, and I was like, there's a lot of people here that are like staring and smiling and acting like I'm a celebrity. She's like, you are a celebrity. Everybody here knows that you survived a spleen rupture, and we've never had that here. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I just want to be normal. But as of right now, normal is not normal for me. The normal I want to be is not the normal that I am at the moment. So hopefully someday I'll be the normal that I want to be. And I know everybody's normal is different. I just want to be good health, and no more surgeries, no more roller coaster rides with my health. So, although I will have to say, they said my lungs were great. I don't remember the exact word, but they were phenomenal pretty much. And my heart looks phenomenal. It hasn't changed, which is a good thing, because I was starting to worry that the pains I was feeling over by my heart was acting up on top of it, but it's actually just the hernia pain spreading. And so I was very, very glad to hear that. And the spot on my liver, it's good. And, you know, it's just, I couldn't ask for anything better at this point, other than, please, no more health stuff. Please, no more health stuff. We love you. We love you the way you are. Well, thank you, Rebecca. And I love you just the way you are, sassy girl. We're the crazy train together. Me, her, and Mel. Sometimes we let other people board. But all right. So Two Hip Chicks, I believe, is live now. I've been on for almost 35 minutes. And so if y'all could head over to Two Hip Flip. Oh, now I can't say it. I just had it And now my brain just went. 2 Hip Chicks channel. They are live now. So much love, everybody. I will see you again soon, and have a beautiful rest of your day. And Saturday, I will not be doing my 11 a.m. Central Time mental health live chat. I'm going to try to do it during this week. And so that way we can get other stuff that we need to get done this weekend before my surgery on Monday or on Tuesday. So with that, have a beautiful day. Love you all. Much love. Be kind. You're worth it. You're awesome. And we'll see you later.